Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
You ready? Good evening. Welcome to Apple Incorporation. My name is Jane Johnson, and I will be representing Apple Incorporation. What comes to mind when you think of Apple Incorporation? Apple Incorporation is one of the leading, most computer manufacturers in the world, and we are committed to our customers as well as our innovative products. Just think about Apple in general. Without Apple existence, this presentation would be very difficult because computers are one of the new eras in today's society. Let's look at our introduction. The founder of Apple. These are the founders below. Steve Jobs, who's no longer with us, but he's in spirit and his legacy will live forever. We also have Steve Wozniak and Ronald Wayne. Apple was initially launched in 1977. Its original logo is here. Our second logo used from the late 1976 to 1998 is colorful, and the colorful is innovation, change. Just like back in the day we had black and white television, now we have color TVs. This is a change. The third logo, as we all know, has been since 1998, is the black apple, or sometimes the silver apple, the Apple logo. Let's take a look at the first logo in our mission statement. Steve Apple thought of the name of Apple. As you can see, the young man is sitting under an apple tree, eating an apple and reading a book, and it's on Apple computer. This is the first logo. And Apple, it was originated because Steve thought of one day when he was coming from a farm. He said to himself, he thought of Apple because he felt that Apple was a fun and a friendly name, and he felt that it was not intimidating to people. He thought of the name of Apple. And not only that, he was on a fruitarian diet, so it was a name that he felt that was comfortable with people. And we all are familiar with a cliche that said an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So it's a healthy issue as well. And I'm not going to read this. This actually mission statement is the original mission statement. But with the next slide, I created a mission statement. So when you have time, you can look at the mission statement. And the reason why I created this mission statement is because we here at Apple Incorporation, we value our customers as our most valuable assets. Look at families and what we have done in the markets to create, even with the autistic kids, the touchpads. If you can notice that they have a chance to speak their mind. And the micro mission statement is that the mission of Apple Incorporation is committed to providing high-quality goods and services to our customers in an effective way to stimulate the growth of our economy. The most important priority is valuing the respect of our customers, workers, associates, and community. Apple recognizes that the aspects of our business are the world's best employer, whereas customers are our most loyal. We strive to continue to offer the best technological, innovative products for our customer in a global competitive world. Let's take a look at our products. We here at Apple, we have different products, as you can see. without his BlackBerry. Even President Obama stated at one time, he does not leave home without his BlackBerry. Let's look at the different iPhones. We have the iPhone 3, we have the iPhone 4, and the iPhone 5, and we all know them from their style. We even have the wristwatch computer, and don't forget these iPods and the iPad. And you have to look at it with the resources that we have. We have tuned up and connected with the internet, and we have the iTunes Song Center. We have the App Store Center. We have the Safari Development Center. These are tools that help our business stay solid. Let's look at our environmental scanning SWOT analysis. First of all, when you think of an environmental scanner, we're monitoring our business. And the SWOT analysis acronym stands for S, strength, W, weakness, O, opportunities, and T, threats. Let's take a look at our strengths. We here at Apple, our strength is featured in our patent to prevent competitors from creating the same product, focusing on our quality instead of the quantity. As you can all know, that Apple recently sued Samsung because Samsung made their Galaxy phone look like our product. Let's look at our weakness. Apple fear that criminals can gain access to our confidential data and exploit customer information. Our customers are our family and our most valuable assets, as stated. Let's look at our opportunity. Apple's greatest opportunity is unique products as well as quality services to their customers. Let's look at our threats. Apple Incorporation threats, despite the problems within the economy and the downfalls, our most thing that we're looking for and we're always striving to outperform our competitors. Let's take a look at our iPhone sales. And actually, I underlined and highlighted the little I in the red because whether you guys realize it or not, the I stands for Internet. Actually, Apple decided when they connected with the Internet, that's what became with the iPhone Internet, the iPad, the iMac, and these are the sales, the iPhone sales. iPhone sales in a million. Let's take a look at in 2007, the Q3, which is quintile, or actually quarter, and 3 is the symbol of the 75 percentile, and at the lowest, and if you can see, in 2011, we had the Q3 at our highest at 18.65, and these are in the millions of our sales with Apple Incorporation. Let's take a look at the break-even analysis. Our break-even analysis occurs at the sales volume of 1,431 units. This is the break-even analysis point right here. And if you can look at this slope, you will notice that it's a positive slope. A positive slope which goes upward, and you can see our profit area compared to our losses. And the break-even analysis is very, very important because we have to constantly monitor and track our profit and losses in order to stay solid within our business. Let's look at the cash flow chart. When we think of the cash flow chart here at Apple, we must think about our financial status. It's almost like accounting, assets equal liability plus owner assets. We here at Apple, it's like within any business. What you have minus what you owe equals what you're worth. So here at Apple's computer, compared to the Google, compared to the Microsoft and Intel Corporation, Apple is in the blue area. You can see that our highs were in 2009 and our lowest was in 2008. And as stated, we must always keep a tally of our cash flow because that is also very imperative in our business to stay solid. And the commercial that you saw in the beginning goes back to Steve Jobs. This is one of his slogans that he said, Apple think different commercials. And the circles are for you guys to always remember, just like Apple, we're looking for new innovative ideas to think different. And it said that the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who really do. Thank you, and I really appreciate your service, and remember to think different. Apple Incorporation.
Very good.